You don't wake a sleeping child, you don't eat the yellow snow, and for the love of all that is holy, you don't mess around with a freaking goose. The internet has fallen in love with this over-aggressive feathered beast, so we took it on. Is Untitled Goose Game a majestic and powerful bird, or a demon fowl stealing away busy gamers' precious time? Welcome back to No Time Gamer, a channel dedicated to reviews and content for the busy adult gamer. If you want more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. If you've never actually been accosted by a goose, let me inform you that this game has got it completely right. Geese are perhaps the biggest assholes of the bird world, and they have no qualms keeping up that reputation. The featured fowl in Untitled Goose Game is no exception. He is an unholy terror wrecking residents' days in a small unnamed town. And these poor people have done nothing to deserve the hardships created by this goose. Except for this guy. He got everything he deserved. I'll explain more on that later. For busy gamers, Untitled Goose Game is easy to pick up and learn. Grab, bow, honk, run, and wing spread are the only controls to master. While the first four are functions of gameplay, wing spread is just there to prove how big of a dick you can be. Anyway, you're given a list of objectives on a notepad, and you complete this list of hijinks before getting the last objective that moves you to the next area of town. Luckily, there are no failure mechanisms in the game. If your victims catch you in the act, they simply reclaim their stuff and shoo you out of the area. You just have to learn their patterns and create a distraction so you can claim your prize from these dim-witted inhabitants. After that, it's rinse and repeat until you get the objective that triggers the opening to the next area. Then it's rinse and repeat again, but with more difficult layouts and more goose-hating denizens. This is where Untitled Goose Game lost me. While the game is well made and simple to play, it never gives me a big aha moment or challenges me with a complex series of puzzles. Most objectives are very straightforward, and a few that are cutely worded are easy to interpret and solve. What I wish they had done was hidden most of the objectives. This would have led to more trial and error and a plethora of chaotic exploration. It would have been a blast to create bedlam amongst the lovely people and stumble across these objectives once I completed them. My one friend here became my only highlight of the game. While trying to complete an objective, I stole items from the lady in the fenced area and threw them in the fountain. This guy found out what I was doing and kindly tried to help out his neighbor, and that really pissed me off. All that hard work I had done was being ruined by a good-hearted neighbor. This would not stand! So I stole his hat, pipe, glasses, and newspaper. Honk honk mother. Bad part, I had to give him his stuff back so I could keep him distracted long enough to complete the other objectives. Then I stole them again. Sadly, it was the only time I had fun and felt humored by the game. And that's what disappointed me. This game was never that funny, and I think this goes back to the to-do list. The list basically gives you the punchline to every slapstick gag the game is trying to pull off. For example, I had to get someone to break a vase. Well, once I gave the vase to my best bud here, I knew how the joke was going to end. Maybe I had been overhyped by the internet zeitgeist, but I never experienced the joy that I think this game was trying to give me. It's cute and charming, but pissing off people was only short-lived fun, and the jokes never landed. The game isn't even that long, and I found I was only pushing to the finish so I could make this review. The humor didn't stick with me after putting the controller down, and I never walked away contemplating a fun or challenging objective. I was very let down considering the buzz this game had received. For geese with little gander at home, Untitled Goose Game is very family friendly. The town and its people are cartoony, and there's no talking in the game. The controls are simple, and with a lack of failure mechanisms, even young kids can navigate the gameplay. Heck, it might be more fun to see what kind of madness they can create as a goose with an attitude. This is one of the times I don't get what all the fuss is about. While Untitled Goose Game is well made and possesses some charm, it never generates a big laugh or gets you pumped about creating chaos. Except for this guy. F this guy. The more I played, the less interested I became, and for a very short game, that's not good. Unless you're really into the idea of being an asshole goose, for busy gamers, Untitled Goose Game is time hardly well spent. Let us know in the comments if Untitled Goose Game looks funny to you and why. If you want more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. Also, please consider supporting us on Patreon by clicking on the link in the description.